Right, first thing this morning, I got a question about a charging system. So let's go ahead and make a video. That way, future questions I can say, here you go. All right, so we're going to give a brief overview on how to test an alternator to make sure it charges versus just replacing parts. So here's the schematic. All right, we're going to start at the gauges fuse. We want to make sure that is hot, 20 amps. It's hot in the run. When you turn the ignition on, you want to see a volts light. If you don't see a volts light, that's usually your problem. Some of us have a socket in there with a resistor that will still charge with the volts light burned out. And the new replacement boards from Casper's do have that resistor in there, so they work with or without a light. Here's the alleged light, which is just a voltage drop. So if you don't have a light, you can put a resistor instead. Here we come down to the firewall. And here we come to the alternator, which they're calling the generator. So this is a one wire, brown wire. It comes out of the main harness. And here it is. And it snaps in an alternator. And that's the wire. So a quick check is to take you as a plug and a dummy wire and jump it to 12 volts. And you should hear it start to sing. You'll definitely see it sing, hear it sing. You'll see the voltage change on the scan master, etc. Do not leave it like that. 12 volts will burn up the regulator. It doesn't like it. So if you need to make a quick fix, you can make this circuit. You can duplicate it. You can take a 194 bulb, socket, holder, whatever, resistor, and you can make your own wire, and you can connect it right here. And, for a quick fix, unplug it, plug it back in until you're able to do the correct fix. For a longer term fix, get your switch 12 volts. In that area, you have the purge solenoid. You can come off of that wire. That is switch 12 volts. And run you a resistor or a bulb and line, and that will charge it. Or take your cluster out and replace that copper board in the back. Update your sockets. Update your LEDs. And you'll be good to go forever and ever. Amen. So that is how a turbo regal exciter wire, because that's what it is. It excites the regulator. So it needs to see about 12 volts. Or excuse me, about 10 volts. The bulb makes a voltage drop. And that's how it's going to work. If it doesn't see that, it's not going to charge. There are also alternators that are self-exciting. There may be more than one type. I'm not an expert on that because I don't use them. But that's also an option too. I was actually told not to use those years ago by Richard Clark. I'm not sure if technology has changed since then. But if your alternators aren't charging, this should help you.